Welcome back to Joondalup, where gold medal positions are on the line for tonight's big matches as we go into round 3 of our fours action here at the Australian Championships as part of the Nationals 2023. Clive Adams here with Peter Harris. And Peter, we've got a good one coming up.
Yeah, it should be a great game. Really good, really good game.
Plenty of experienced players in this one across each of the teams. For New South Wales, Craig Donaldson leads up from Matt Pietersen, David Ferguson and Ben Twist. And for the ACT, Harvey McAlister, McLean, Michael McQueen and Shane Murton. So don't confuse your McLeans and your McQueens.
We've got the 4 M's.
Yes, we do. McAlister, McLean, McQueen and Murton. Maybe we'll have to go with McMurton. But no, it should be a fantastic match. The players are just completing their roll-ups. They've done that. We're not far off the hooter going to get us underway here. To have a look at the sections. So in this section, New South Wales sits on top with 2 wins plus 24, albeit with a very close finish against WA in that previous match. Bruce Eagles for WA just had to pass the shot bowl and he crashed into it. If he'd passed it, it would have been a win to WA. Instead, it was a win to New South Wales. So they now have the whip hand, if you like. But ACT are a win and a draw with plus 7, Pete. So if ACT get the win here, all those shots disappear for New South Wales. It makes no difference. So the winner of this match will play for gold. WA sits on half a win. They're 8 shots behind the ACT, so if New South Wales wins, that could hand WA an opportunity to play for bronze. WA playing the NT in this round. In Section 2, Queensland sits on top, 2 wins plus 10. They are playing Victoria, who are on 1 win minus 3. And South Australia are playing Tasmania. South Australia also on 1 win plus 4. So there's a few things that could happen there. Tasmania without the win, so they can't play for gold. But if they were to get a big win over South Australia, they might still be able to squeeze into a bronze medal match later on. The hooter is gone and we'll get underway. So this is Harvey on the mat to get us started for the ACT. In the women's draw, Section 1, New South Wales has the whip hand there, 2 wins and plus 23. They're playing Queensland, who are 1 win and plus 4 right behind them. So Queensland needs to bridge a margin there. South Australia on 1 win minus 6 and the ACT without a win. And finally, in Section 2, Tasmania and the Northern Territory are out. They are not playing their final round, and it's WA versus Victoria. The winner goes into the gold medal match. The loser goes into the bronze medal match, and if it's a draw, WA has the margin.
Okay.
Terry Morrison saying, keep an eye on young Harvey, Clive, so letting us know that Harvey may go all right. Well, I think most of the players in this match go all right because certainly recognise a lot of the names. We do. And a lot of the names are very good players. We're looking forward to this one. So basically you've got the white, the pink, the white and the green. I should have said that in a little Richie type accent.
Yeah, you missed that opportunity.
Against the aqua, the yellow, the blue and red and the orange. And bear in mind that the New South Wales bowls do have stickers on as well. So if it's a sticker, if there's a sticker on the bowl, it belongs to the New South Wales team as Craig Donaldson, known as Pixie, drops in behind the jack there. Not going to start that again though.
No,
calling him Craig.
Craig is it.
But he is definitely known as Pixie. He has actually hurt his back, so you might notice the mat being placed by Matt Pietersen in the second spot. And Matt Pietersen now.
There's a bit more of a more deliberate approach to to his delivery than a lot of others.
Always has. Very, very well known for great singles play.
Yes.
Matt Pietersen. Over the years has won some big singles titles. I think he may have won a golden nugget in the past.
Cannot confirm or deny.
Shane Murton played for Australia as a junior, is one of the comments coming through as well. He is the ACT skipper. So it's quality throughout, and there's a big reward on the line because the winner of this match plays for a gold medal tonight. As there, up comes the wind.
The breeze has ramped up, hasn't it? Still.
And that is going to put the brakes on Matt Pietersen's bowl.
So they're pushing straight into it.
Welcome to the West Australian wind.
Pushing straight into that one. So that one definitely got caught because the breeze has settled down a little bit now. They're going to get a few of those gusts, which are going to hurt some bowls. You just got to stick to your weights, stick to your lines, and not get frustrated.
Both thirds electing to start at the skipper's end of the rink. Fair effort here, just needs it to get down.
Well, that's their best. Still one or two.
We'll keep an eye and keep you up to date with all the matches that we can as they evolve throughout this final round. Of course, there's also the opportunity to keep track of the live scoring. And as we come to you with round 3, of course, it is all brought to you by Tourism Western Australia, the Department of Local Government, Sport and Cultural Industries, Lottery West, and the City of Joondalup. Now, walking on a dream in Western Australia, and we are certainly experiencing more in Joondalup town, there is no doubt about it. Just pushing up into the breeze and going to carry on that line. I expect we'll see a difference in the quality of heads into the breeze, which is in this direction towards the other green, as opposed to downwind.
Yes.
It just gets a little bit easier to deal with.
Certainly the line gets easier to deal with.
Yeah. Shane
slide underneath, but
looking for this to hang on now. Wow. Probably the strongest breeze we've had for the day at the moment.
Yeah.
And as we look at the breeze as it's coming through, right as it affects this bowl, it's sort of blowing to the top right of your screen, from the sort of about the bottom right to the top right, sort of.
Bottom left? Bottom right.
Bottom left to the top right, sorry.
That would have just went straight.
Yeah. Well, it is a little bit straight up and down, actually.
Again, not able to get the slide off the front this time. Nope.
Hang around a little bit more. Still
Right.
drifted across.
Still got one to New South Wales.
How much has this got on it? They're urging it to reach. It's not quite going to. Don't think that will have done enough. So the early indication was 1, and there is the indication of 1. So New South Wales on the board first here with that one single shot. So next door we have South Australia playing the ACT in the women's fours. Now South Australia with a chance to climb up into a essentially a bronze medal match position. I don't think they can get to the gold. Good on you, David. Enjoying the coverage. David Baker. New South Wales and Queensland are playing each other. If Queensland bridges enough shots by winning, it's going to put them out of reach of South Australia, and if New South Wales win, well, they are out of reach of South Australia. And the other match going on this green is WA and the NT, which is the other match in this section. WA needs to win that and bridge 8 shots on the ACT, so that could get interesting later in the match. Gavin Holborn saying, good luck, Harvey McAlister, New South Wales CHS Bowls legend. So, come through the high school program. That's good to hear. Craig Donaldson is looking for a bit of run from the wind behind him.
It's about 1.5 feet, but it will be shot.
These boys doing a good job of giving us a look at the head. That's good to see. A bit more experience in terms of the live stream games here, so the players well aware of what they need to do to look after us. ACT using all of them are using XGs. In New South Wales, David Ferguson's using XGs and everybody else using Taylor GTR.
Oh, okay. Usually there's an arrow in there somewhere.
Yeah, no arrows in this one, but just say Henselite XGs and Taylor GTRs. Well, Mac is
just got
in the area here.
Pull up, and he will.
It's really well
That's
played.
a great shot. So Matthew's the same bowl would nearly take him through that pink bowl.
Well, he's just on the outside, so close.
Just added a little bit more weight, which carried him around it.
Pete, I think if you ask people over the last fortnight, how was it in Perth? I think a lot of them are going to mention the wind because they're not so used to this so much in other parts of the country.
Trouble keeping my hat on, or I use a lot of gel to keep my hair straight or in place. Ferguson would be similar, sitting the pink, turning the aqua, trolling the jack.
He gave it every chance, just dropped underneath. And now it'll be Michael's turn. Michael McQueen, the third of the Macs in this team.
A little bit similar on they're just doing it on the other hand. A little trail around the corner or sit inside the yellow would be their goal.
Well, it's coming home for him. How's the pace?
Past the front. And a bit of protection as well.
That is very handy.
Yeah, second prize.
There's still a line in there for New South Wales. as the police car goes roaring past the venue.
So a little bit more weight here, just to move things.
Well, he's in the zone. He is very close to this. Catch an edge and down to Jack. Just missed the Jack.
A bit higher this time.
Weight selection was ideal.
Yes.
Remembering at this point, it's basically pink and white versus the other colours. Easy in that sense to keep track of.
Jump up. Is he going to get down enough? It's not quite.
Well, this is not far away. Here it comes. Dropping down.
It's really good.
Perfectly played.
Shot.
Did he go too far?
Tried to get out.
At the very least, it's a handy place to have landed. Well, again, we've talked about this ad nauseum, but the little bit of weight to land a bowl is a hard way to play this. Does any chance that Ben might think to look for the pink down onto that green bowl?
Well, he did have a look at, before his first one, how close those white ones were, whether he was concerned that they were...
Okay, he's going to the forehand side, so he's not going for the pink bowl. He's looking more to get to the jack by the look of it. He's pushed it up the line. This is going to take a bit to hold.
Yeah, little turn on that hand, as we know.
Right, well, Shane gets last attempt at this one. He wasn't far away with his last. We actually don't know whether he's counting or not, but I think he's probably just gone too far, but wouldn't rule it out. WA out of the blocks against the NT in the other match in this section, scoring 4 shots in the first 2 ends. Now, once again, Shane trying to add here. Needs to clear the front. He has just made it with a little scrape.
So that'll be 2, you would expect.
2 it is. So ACT take the lead. Lead at 2 shots to 1 after 2. Now, given the fact the ACT drew their first match with WA, if the ACT were to win this one, they will take their place in the gold medal match this evening. And we would expect, well, that would, if that happens, then New South Wales would play for bronze. So I think New South Wales are pretty much, yeah, they are guaranteed. They are guaranteed that they'll play for a medal, at least.
Yes.
Because they're 1.5 wins ahead of WA in third. I say a half, it's actually not a half. It's a third. Then you get a third of the points for a draw.
Yes, for WA.
That's the next campaign I've got to launch, Pete.
What's that?
To change that.
What's that?
3 points for a win and 1 for a draw.
Good luck.
I'm not sure why we lose a point for a draw.
I've never understood it either, but...
That rule comes from soccer.
Soccer.
It's to stop away sides playing for a draw in soccer. Penalise them essentially a point. Somehow we ended up with it in bowls.
Yes.
Nice starter there from Pixie, Craig Donaldson. Well, just a miss of line, really. The weight wasn't terrible from Harvey, just missed the line twice. Craig Donaldson now with a chance to add to his good work with his first. Needs to make sure he's kept the pace on this. He's done pretty well.
It's 2 really good shots. Sits on the line to be perfect. He has done that. St John Park Saints.
Mac there just short of a run. Had the pleasure of Mac's company on a trip to Scotland a few years ago for the World Bowls Tour, and got to know Mac well, and it was a most enjoyable trip. Great young man that he is.
Pulling up a couple of feet short, just gives a little bit of a sighter. Just diving under that is what
Mac needs to give this a chance, doesn't he? He's got a jack high bowl to play to. He's got the little pocket of bowls to play into, and behind is okay.
Yeah, so
doesn't want to crash. Well, it's not bad, but it's probably not really in the game, that bowl. He would have preferred to clear that in the end.
So he sits on that, just, it's hard to know. Makes a target, but it's not an easy target. Doesn't do a lot for you.
It's got to be a temptation to have a crack at those. All 3 can go.
Can
create some room with the perfect split there. I wouldn't be surprised to see weight, and I to try and finesse this is the hard way to play it. Well, that's what they're going with. And that's just a hard line to nail.
Pushing up into that breeze. He's going to sit at the back there, so something to play to. So Ben asking something really behind.
Interesting. So they're not going with the option of trying to change it. They're going with the option of cover. So just wants a clear run now, does Fergo, and he's done that.
Perfect spot.
I think the call was keep that weight and just get him. Well,
shouldn't they sitting the jack high bowl with that, because turning the front with that weight won't do him a lot of good.
He was in the area,
doesn't,
but no avail, and that's does get to the back of the rink.
So he's got the backist again.
I think he can play that shot several times, Pete, and just float past like that. It is a tough one to judge.
So with that weight, turning the front isn't going to do you much good either.
No.
So it'd be a really good shot, and you're not going to get a lot of satisfaction from it. Jack high ball or nothing. So Ben is Not sure he does count. I think he might have just got out. The pink one still beats that. So it'd be 4.
I think Shane's got to get through this. Get 2 or 3 of them out of there.
There's no touches there, so something onto the jack is good.
Give himself some sort of opportunity with his last.
Doesn't look like he's aiming for that. So can he play a great shot to get this done? Well, yes.
Wow.
A bit of luck.
Got a very handy edge on
Nice
the way
edge.
in and sits right behind the jack.
Take it all back, but you needed a bit of luck to get there.
Okay, so
Ben's in the same situation.
he's
It's a
going
tough
hunting.
shot.
He is going hunting. He's Ben Twist. He's looking for a very similar edge. And he got it. Wow.
It's a game of edges.
Oh.
So back to 3. Okay, so it looks like now they're going to hit them.
Well, they're taking away the jack high bowl,
Yeah.
so that's not there to use anymore.
So he's down the line. Is it going to hold? Not another edge. Ben has got 1 ball to go.
A few comments through Blake asking what do you blokes know? Following up with Wick City.
Yes.
And Fiona asking if we're both over for the BPL. Well, I am, Fiona, but
Yeah.
Peter
Retired.
has been replaced.
I like to say retired.
Right, okay then, well.
No, I won't be there. Our great mate, Billy Bransman's taking over.
3 shots there. It is to New South Wales. They led it 4 shots to 2. Sorry, Pete. Yes, so... yes, Billy Bransma,
Yes.
with a footy background of coaching,
Yeah.
really, comes to the BPL. So it's going to be interesting to see how he goes about it.
Done a lot of work with Swan Districts in the Waffle League.
He's a teammate of mine through the side series
Exactly.
as well.
He has the pleasure of keeping Blake in check. Good luck to him.
Pete got subbed out. Is the call from Blake?
Yep.
Well, nice opener there
Great
from
start.
Pixie again. And Tristo saying looks like tricky conditions with the wind. Absolutely. So what you'll find is the teams will adjust to that, and they'll find that playing those aggressive shots is often a better way to go rather than just trying to play that little finesse type weight, which in pristine conditions can often be the way to go. In these windy conditions, it's often better to play a little bit more weight, just play a slightly more deliberate line.
It'd be a little bit easier coming the way they're coming now because the wind's behind them, so the line isn't quite as hard to pick. But pushing up into that breeze, it's all about the timing of the breeze, and this is a great
Outstanding
start.
set from Craig Donaldson. Just drops in behind and falls. Oh, didn't fall.
No fall. He's just got to hold this line. I think he's going to duck underneath. The weight's pretty good.
Jeffrey says, great to hear from Peter Harris, a.k.a. Sonny from Skippy.
Wow. That's a long time ago.
There is a little bit of Sonny from Skippy there, though, Peter Harris.
Who's that from?
That's from Jeffrey.
That's a long. That's under 25 Australian days. That's a long time ago.
I've never heard you referred to as that.
We never got out of that environment,
right?
So you wouldn't have. Just trying to nail down this line. Apart, of course, from Craig, who nailed it really well.
There'll be a whole group of people watching our stream going, Skippy? What's that?
Yes. Yes.
Classic Australian TV.
Our German friend is completely in the line.
McLean, get down here and change this for the ACT. He's not far away. He's coming home very nicely.
Get to the.
That's a great shot from Mac, and falls in perfectly. A little bit locked in as well. Just sitting on the 2 bowls of Craig Donaldson.
We're gone Aztec.
Yes.
Well, I suppose those yellow bowl behind us is another one, a bit like the last time going this way. Be looking to move the jack a little bit, set the bowl.
Yeah, it's more movement of jack than the bowl, isn't it? Because that bowl is pretty much locked in on the 2 Craig Donaldson bowls just behind.
Yeah, so certainly.
And this is in the area as well. Great shot. And as we see the bowl, well, the bowl actually got past.
Tried to get past. It must only be one.
Super shot.
Perfect.
So David Ferguson getting the job done with his first.
So they've gone to the forehand. Just see he's looking under the white or around the white.
The squeeze of the jack's better to squeeze out sort of on the forehand angle for the ACT.
I think his might goes through the white, but that does open it up. So something similar from David Ferguson. Turns that pink one more roll. No, he doesn't like it. I think it's the weight that he doesn't like.
Parks itself right on the line.
So I expect similar weight here. As you say, just trying to jam that jack down to the pink bowl, waiting for it.
Well, it's certainly a more aggressive line. He needs to miss the front now, though, and he's gone right underneath. So, what's another one out there if it does get squeezed out that way? Has stayed in bounds at the back of the rink.
Yes, so we've got ACT trying to jam the jack, and we've probably got Ben here just trying to just lift the pink bowl up.
Just a comment coming through about not all the bowls having stickers on. Though not a requirement, no.
It's all or nothing.
As it's turned out in this game, we've pretty much got stickers versus non-stickers.
Pretty well.
Not sure whether that pink bowl actually does have a sticker on it, but
I doubt whether it will. It shouldn't have.
It might just be the pattern on the bowl that it's quite a full. It's that Aztec pattern you were talking about.
Yeah.
It's quite a full white pattern. So once again, just finding that front bowl. And that hurts the angle a little bit.
Yeah, that makes it a little bit more difficult. Yep. So again, Ben just trying to lift it. No more weight than that. He still might be a bit quick, I think. Got to the other pink.
Well, it's a good home. That is a very good home. Protects anything silly happening out there from a New South Wales perspective. And this is going to be... Oh, I thought it was going to be more solid than this, because he's still going to look to try and get round the front. This is a tough shot. This is a tough shot. And he's unsuccessful. So there's one.
They are measuring. Nope. I don't think they measured.
It is just the one. Yep, 1 to New South Wales, and that is a 5-2.
Might have got down there and said, oh, this isn't close as far as I looked. (6-1) to WA in the other game in this section over the NT after 4 ends.
So that's the WA team that are poised to strike to take a bronze medal match position if New South Wales defeats the ACT here. WA's got 8 shots to make up on the ACT in terms of the two margins. So certainly WA's hit the ground running there.
Another good start from Craig Donaldson.
Decent reply here from Harvey. Has he got the...
Hasn't quite got the carry, has he?
Ran out of the carry, yep. Jacqueline letting us know that Skippy went into the UK as well. Didn't know that.
I suppose a lot of them did. Neighbours. Not quite on the same level as Neighbours, I wouldn't have thought. What was the other one? Flipper, was that an Australian? Flipper Australian? Dolphin?
Well, I know who Flipper was. I'm just not. I was taking a pause to think whether...
Same time period?
Same sort of communication as well, pretty much.
Yes. One was just on land and one was on sea. Same basic premise for the stories. Saying that was a great change of hand from Harvey.
Jade saying I thought all stickers had to be the same on all bowls, on or none at all, and that is the case.
Is,
so,
yep. New South Wales has stickers.
New South Wales has stickers on all of their bowls. Yep. That's why I was just trying to get a look at whether
that pink one did.
That pink one
just
did,
looks like a sticker. I think I'm pretty sure as we on the inside. Certainly on the outside, it didn't have a sticker when we looked at the close-up. As we look at it as it's going past.
There we go, and we get in nice and close to that, and see that is not a sticker, it is actually just a logo that looks a lot like a sticker.
Yep.
Beautiful work from Mitch on
our
pictures.
He is on the ball.
Or even better, on the bowl. Yep.
So we've got to put up with here.
Great effort here. Look at this.
Sliding underneath, is he?
Brilliantly played.
He had to urge it a bit, but he got there.
We call for what we want to see, and Mitch provides it. Mac,
underneath as well.
Once again, we just seem just slide wide with that little weighted shot down there. We saw that in this direction last time where the weighted shots
stayed
looked
on
close.
the rink run.
Just held their line. Oh, there you go. Flipper American.
Oh, okay. We're just showing our age, that we even know them. They would have copied us, I know that much. So it is... I was going to say, I think he is under, but not quite with the weight. He's probably trying to get around. If the ACT is going to persist with the forehand, they're going to have to play more weight now to get underneath that last bowl. Hooks away, probably just another one sitting there waiting.
Not sure whether Ben Crixtolitis is trying to scare us or what. He's come up with boo. I don't know why he's booing us.
Boo.
Yeah, Benny Kate. How far is that going? Well,
it rolled every bit. Makes another one. It may make their life a little bit easier. Changing hand. Looking for the split.
Pink bowl at the back of the rink, right on the edge, could come into play here with a hit. No hit. There's that pink bowl waiting for it. And of course belongs to the ACT, McLean. So if you're Benny Twist, are you looking to change this, Pete? I mean, we've seen that the attack is on from the ACT. Are you looking to change this at all?
Thinking so. I think he'd like an up and over.
Turn the red and blue up and over?
Up and over onto the check. If he gets the yellow, maybe he hoping you sort of get the inside of it and you might just tidy it up that way. Got a bit more than up and over. He's got a fair bit on this.
And he's done it well.
So
that is a really good shot. That pushes it to a much safer home.
Hides it away a bit. There we go. And the call is suddenly they're back to the draw. And on a ditch-to-ditch 40-metre green. This is a tough shot when you're 4 down.
I think it's 4, yep.
It's a tough shot when there's no bowls there.
Well, it is racing, so it will need to find a home, and hasn't. That is a tough shot to be playing. But in terms of choice, other than just trying to draw second shot,
he has nothing.
There's not a lot there. The other option for the ACT is to go big at the yellow that's in front and hope to get a couple of them out.
Yeah,
but gee, they're a long way away in that sense.
Yeah, they're 4 or 5 feet apart. Ben's trying to count, but he doesn't probably want to. He doesn't want to fill the hole, so he is coming.
Wouldn't rule out the aqua bowl at the front
counting as
the
well.
Count either, so there's a chance it's actually 5.
Ben's definitely going to give Shane no favours. He's going to make him pure draw. Certainly going to hold. He's got to hurry, and he has.
Well, that's definitely in.
Definitely 5.
Just a chance that aqua bowl at the front there might beat the white. There is another white out to the side, but could be as many as 6 right now. And no clear line to be able to do much about it, so no. I think it's got to be a backhand draw shot to try and beat the yellow bowl on the wing. Oh no.
He's just going to get up the middle and see what happens, is he?
He's trying to fashion a line through here. And does he get to the white bowl and turn that up? Well, this could be a huge save.
Pretty sure that wasn't his objective.
Wow.
But that's a great result.
Wow. So a potential 6 becomes 1.
Yes, there was no clapping or anything, so it definitely wasn't the objective.
And it's a 6-2 lead to New South Wales after 5 ends. All right. Benny Kay not liking the puns.
Yeah, I'm with him.
Paul Vardy saying the Aussie connection to Flipper was Paul Hogan cast in the late 90s movie.
Oh, yeah, that wasn't.
We are digging deep now.
Oh, it's the important stuff going on here.
And Julien, hello. I look at this game in France. Very good game. Good stuff. I hope you enjoy. Craig Donaldson with a nudge of the jack there.
Harvey's got a really good shot here. Just going to slide in behind it. Nice start. Yep, we've got Lee Such behind the rink there, talking to Mathew Pietersen. Probably was a teammate of Mathew at some point, I would have thought, Lee, in his New South Wales days. Harvey trying to double up here, get a bit of consistency. He's done pretty well. 2 good shots. 2 really good shots. Change of hand. Lee Such at his finest. Timing was impeccable as always. He knows when there's a camera on him.
He has a 6th sense for that, doesn't he?
Yes. Matthew trying to get down a little bit. He runs this out, he's very good, but you're not going to quite run it out.
All right,
quite a way short.
Mac with a chance to capitalise now. He'll be on the other hand, looking to add another to the great work of Harvey.
I just put a little bit on this.
Well, he won't mind the back of the rink as long as it stays up, which it will. Whoops. It will now.
It will now. There you go, it's just a little bit of sleep.
Yeah, it was definitely stopping.
Yeah, I was definitely stopping. But stopped a bit quicker.
It was a foot short of the ditch. David Ferguson's foot.
Oh, just took a backward slide. This time, Mac, how much weight has he got?
He is right in the zone. Here's what he is, Pete. Beautifully played. Great shot from McLean.
Oh, that back one looks better. Oop. Finish off.
Tactically, it'll be interesting to see how they play this. Not going on the attack.
No, it looks like a forehand.
Oh, they are going on the attack.
But it's
there
a
you
forehand
go.
attack.
Just missed. That's one to put in the book. Fergo doesn't really give you a huge indication that he's having a run.
No.
A lot of players have the wind up.
There's no wind up
Fergo
there.
just got on there and played it.
Assuming he has permission to go again. Ben said nothing.
And that's the difference. That's the difference in weight that we're seeing. In this wind, just go for it. How is he?
He's got two of them. So just the one down now. Needs a friend.
Good on you, Martin, watching from Singapore. I just need to hang on now.
Hang on and hide at the same time if it can.
It's probably run too far to count, but another one around the place. Certainly does a job, doesn't it? Because that bowl was worth a few. So important to get another one around there, even if it's not counting. WA leading 9-4 over the NT. A couple of rinks away. Pushing for a medal match tonight.
Doesn't stop Ben. He's still going for that pink. It's just wide.
Wow. Not a big miss, but a miss nonetheless.
He's just going to... Well, it's another one behind. If Ben gets the pink onto the jack, is his danger. There'll be a couple down. If it doesn't go out of bounds, of course.
There we go. So back to just trying to draw a toucher, land the bowl, trail the jack. So back to the more difficult weight to play.
Yeah.
But when, as you said, Pete, with the back of the rink not theirs, it's back to this more finessing style weight. Is he holding for the bowl? He's got it to the jack. Now, it's probably still only one.
Still only one. Nearly got the green one in, didn't it? Not quite.
They could go looking for it, but I think it'll only be the one. It does give Shane the confidence now to draw up to it, knowing that if he touches the jack, he's all good. Looks to have been overdone, I think. Yeah, he knows he's quick. Sailing on the breeze. One removed.
So they're having a look. Measure comes out.
So that breaks the drought for the ACT. They'd lost the last three ends. They will collect at least one here, and that looks like two.
Looks like two.
It is. So it just gets in, and it is a 6-4 lead to New South Wales over the ACT after 6 ends have been played in this one. Of course, we do play 15 ends. Next door, can't tell you. The South Australian boys are on the other green, so a little trickier to give you an update from that one. But I can tell you how the South Australian women are going. They're winning 5-4 over the ACT right next door here.
And the New South Wales girls are 7-3 up over Queensland.
So it stays that way. South Australia can actually climb into a bronze medal match tonight because they can go ahead of Queensland with a win.
win
if Queensland lose.
Again, very consistent.
Sorry, Pete. The South Australian men's fours game is being live scored. So I can tell you that Tasmania leads that one 8 shots to 2 over South Australia. That's after 5 ends have been played. And in fact, all of the current men's fours games are being live scored. So you can get those on the results portal. Go to that event, click on live, and you've got all of those scores available to you. You've also got the live scoring page on the Bowls Australia website that you can link to as well.
Craig again, just going to slide under the white, or is he through the white? Just on the wrong side of it. Still 2 good shots. It's in the head.
I can tell you that all the games in this round are being live scored, so you've got access to all of those live scores. The only game that is not being live scored is Tasmania versus the NT in the women's fours, and that's because they're not playing.
No, it is live scored. 0-0 and likely to stay that way. Mathew also just holding a touch wide with the extra weight.
So the shadow's starting to creep across the green as the sun gets lower in the sky.
Yeah, 4 o'clock local time.
Fair effort here from Mac.
Yeah, couldn't do much better than this. That's a great effort.
What that'll do is that'll just make it look better for the next ACT bowl. Just work up there and know they've got a bit of a second chance there.
Yep. So looking just drop inside the white is the objective here. The white bowl, that is. You look like you got a smile on your face over there, Clive.
I'm not sure whether it's Arde or Aid. Aid.
Just sliding underneath here, Mathew.
Saying I'd love the chance to bowl on greens like this. Slightly heavier in the UK.
Yeah. Greener and heavier. Yes, they are. So really, this would look quite nice from this end of the mat here, sliding under the pink.
Yeah, just an inviting sort of pocket to play into. This is very tight. Well, the edge of the pink doesn't get the result.
So it's not quite as inviting now as it was.
The shot's still there.
Still there.
It just, yeah, as you say, just that sort of pocket feel taken away.
Just opens up a hole or two that maybe didn't exist before.
Barbara asking, could you tell me who defeated New South Wales in the men's, please? Well, no one has defeated New South Wales in the men,
they're playing
Barbara.
Right now.
But if they lose this game, the ACT does go ahead of them, courtesy of them having had a win and a draw, as Ben Twist sits the closest bowl right out of there for...
David Ferguson, at least.
Sorry.
They do look very similar with sunglasses on.
Sits for a big number.
Okay, so still playing this aggressive shot, because you've got to be aggressive. You're going to come under the pink on the back end.
All 5 New Zealand bowls that have been played, New South Wales bowls that have been played sit in the count at the moment.
Oh, goodness, taxi. Man needs to have a lie down. Coffee.
You make one mistake and they're all over you.
I thought it was 2. Ben Twist sitting a bowl out, and we had New Zealand playing for a minute.
Yeah, okay. I'll keep count of yours from now on, all right?
Rapid fire.
It's been a long 2 weeks. Mostly because it's been spent sitting next to you, Pete. No, only joking.
So decision time. The aggressive bowl underneath, where chances, if you're missing, you're going to stay 5 down, or you're just really drawing to that. And he has choken the drawing line, because you still afford to reach on this hand. You've got 3 bowls to sit, 4 bowls to sit.
The only issue is the angles.
Yeah, so he has taken the just
and that's the bad angle. They're there to sit, but if you don't get them quite dead centre, you're going to skim off and head off in the other direction. So
2 holes there.
What I will say, Barbara, is that the last game was very close. The New South Wales and WA game went right down to the last bowl, and Bruce Ingles, the WA skipper, had to draw the shot, and he ran into Ben Twist's bowl that was already the shot with the jack in the ditch. So if it had climbed round it, which it had the weight to do, it would have been a win to WA. So it was a really big finish. But right now, this is looming as a crucial end.
So Ben's aiming for about 3 feet past the jack here to count, but also be a catcher. That was the indication from David Ferguson.
I think there was a call that might count. I don't believe it does.
No,
on the angle we're on, the pink bowl beats that quite comfortably. So
not. That's the mental game.
But this is a tricky one. I think you're dead right. It was the mental game. This is a tricky one because those angles still aren't great unless you can get to one of those bowls solid or draw it cold.
Okay, well,
he's been absolutely belted by the wind. His call out of the hand was, oh, I got a big gust. There's a big gust coming through right now, I can tell you that.
That's a gust. Ben steps back off the mat, takes his time.
Well, the issue for Ben is he doesn't want to push into this. There's nothing for moving jack or anything like that here. He'll be out on a whitish line, really just looking to beat his own orange bowl.
Exactly, doesn't need to get super close, just needs to get the weight right.
There's that whitish line.
And his weight's really good.
Played it really well. That is 6 shots to New South Wales, and they storm out now to a 12-4 lead after 7 ends as we near the halfway point of the match. Just shows that once you've got bowls on the jack in these conditions, it's just hard work to get back out of that if you're down. So, full jack roll here.
Trying to go ditch to ditch.
And has done so.
Downwind, so it's a little easier than upwind, but it's still a long way.
It is very easy to sail this first one into the ditch as well.
Correct.
It's actually an interesting choice. 8 shots in front and choosing to go the full length of the green, where you might argue that's more likely to generate a number.
Yeah, both ends are vulnerable to do it.
Craig Donaldson just missed the weight slightly with the first. So now can Harvey come up with something big to start the ACT off here?
Just laid off it as well. went, but it lost the line completely, so weight was really good. So still opportunity here for Harvey to get his team away.
Peter, we're not far off getting the next forecast come through. It'll be interesting to see what it says about the breeze and what it's going to do. At the moment, it just says becoming south-southwesterly, 20 to 30 kilometres in the middle of the day. Generally, the forecasts come through in about 10 minutes' time.
4:20 local time. That's a great start there from Harvey. That helps. Keep an eye on that and see
what it says it's going to do for this evening's final session. Because right now, it's nice and breezy.
What's Mathew Pietersen
he's
done?
Played this well, is what he's done. This is very close.
Ben's asking for us a bit more breeze.
It's a great shot.
Doesn't really need it.
Well, this is out in the line required.
Yeah.
And you find a way past. It's crashed right on the front, but that is a really good reply. Interesting to see that angle and whether that yellow pushes past the jack.
Tough to know.
If it pushes past the jack, it could be a shot worth playing earlier rather than later.
He's just lost his line a bit here, but will it hang around? It's useful. Max weight. No wasting time there.
He's put it out in that nice line again.
Has he got any more weight?
Well, he has. He's not far off drawing the shot.
I don't think he has.
That's all it was. That line was perfect. Well, our angle, there's a chance that yellow wobbles slightly and does get past jack. It's just hard to pick.
It would need to wobble.
Mm.
Just as a straight run, it's picking that jack up, I think.
Well, that gives you an idea of that flag is struggling to stay up as the trees enjoy the breeze.
Not sure they are. But they have no choice. So David Ferguson on the forehand, looking to slide under the aquas. He's just sliding around the aquas as long as he stays on, but he won't.
Obviously, you are getting a bit of that breeze come through our microphones. Well, it is quite strong. It's just eased off a little bit now. Like saying, it sounds like we're breathing hard into the microphone. I promise you we're not.
No, we're not that fit, but we're not that unfit.
Well, what's the result here?
Oh, nice slide.
What a shot.
Deliberately trying to get under, so it's pretty deliberate.
Very well played. Big weight might be the reply. It's not massive, but it's certainly solid weight.
So getting down.
Calling for it to hold, and it just drops under. Wow. Oh. Dave Ferguson can't believe that he's dropped under and missed everything there. David Baker campaigning for a screen next to us to get the wind out. With only one more day to go, well, Dave.
We no use him standing behind us. It wouldn't stop much.
So we assume we're going to see a similar shot to the Ferguson shot from Ben Twist here. Chasing up there looking for the jack. And he's out after it.
He's got a hold.
He's very close. He's got the bowl clean.
One of them. Chain to add here. If he doesn't, Ben will definitely be going that white one, even though there's a fair space for second shot.
It's not the easiest draw shot.
No.
If you become down here.
Another shot may put him in a little bit of doubt.
Well, that's going to... Does that block up the view to the shot bowl? It might do.
There is a shot on the backhand to the white there if he wants to take it on.
There is. The issue for him there is that he can clip off the yellow and get nothing, and that might mean 2 or 3 down.
So always drawing on that forehand around that bunch of bowls there, because he will get back enough if he's got the right weight. So there's an option either side. Element of danger on that backhand if he wants to play some weight, or an element of difficultness if he wants to draw
Based
around.
on the discussion, I think it's forehand. It is.
Especially when you've got a 12-4 lead. You don't want to be giving him an easy 2 or 3.
I want to do a score update on Queensland New South Wales women's fours in just a moment. We'll see where Ben Twist is landing here. He's coming through the gap, is he?
He wouldn't get through that gap.
Wow.
One little feather stopped it. That's a pretty good second butt, so it's going to be a bit harder now for Shane to get another one.
But I think Queensland have hit the front in that women's fours match.
It's been a little bit of a number then.
If that happens, it's still most likely that Queensland will play for bronze and New South Wales will play for gold, because there's a 19-shot difference, but it is 9-7 at the moment to Queensland over New South Wales. Now, the 19-shot difference gets halved because they're playing each other, so Queensland would have to win by 10. Did Shane find a way in here? It doesn't look like it. He's steaming past, so it'll be another 1 on the board to the ACT. And it's a 12-5 lead to New South Wales as we tick past the halfway mark in this match.
Yes, Queensland in the girls leading 9-7. WA boys over at NT 12-4, so they're doing their part to get to a medal game.
Yeah, they needed an 8-shot turnaround, so well and truly got that at the moment.
And the ACT in the other ladies' game has hit the lead, 7-5 over South Australia.
Yeah, that one, there's probably nothing in it for an ACT win there. It's more about where South Australia can end up.
Lost the line there.
Once
Harvey.
again, up into this wind. Not easy. Craig Donaldson just looking for this to get down now.
Didn't do him a lot of favours, did it?
No, it'll do enough for the number one at the moment, but and Mac with his first attempt on this end was is pretty handy. That'll do for number one. Takes the shot. I think Matt Pietersen still had the choice as to which hand he was going to play. He's chosen to follow Mac down. And he's done a pretty good job of it as well.
Yep, it's going to hang on.
That's a great shot.
Nice little touchback. He doesn't look overly joyed with it. It's handy.
A little bit of humour shared there. I think it might be about trying to play two bowls the same.
Yeah, sounds like it.
And the call is great line again. Oh, he's done very well. Matt Pietersen, beautifully played, and has left a bit of a gap, so it's not an easy target just to play through. That bowl finishes another bowl to the side, and suddenly there's a target.
Slides through. He's had a fair bit of weight on that one from Michael. Was a bit of tidy up, so you'd expect him just trying to turn the jack around the corner or turn the outside yellow, maybe on the inside of the yellow, just to flip that out and get back to the jack. Plenty of options there with just a couple of feet.
Well, he isn't far away. Unfortunately, that doesn't really tidy it.
That was the opposite of tidy up.
And he's
hands
now
on head.
Very inviting target, and this is one of those where you've just got to play right through it. Don't muck around with half weight here. Just get right through it. And that's the shot being played, and this is close. Two of them gone.
Two of them.
Well, that's another good bowl from David Ferguson. That does the job.
So it looks like the call forehand, just turning the pink, sliding underneath.
Train just trying to wait for a clear moment.
It's one of those ones when you're behind and you got hit once, you always think the wind's against you after that. No matter you stand on the mat, you're getting the gusts, and when they do, they're getting nothing.
Yeah.
Even though a lot of times it's not quite the truth.
Well, Shane's done a great job here and pushes out for a shot. Beautifully played, just urgent at home to finish. So just looking to try and land or trail.
Just underneath.
Well, it's in between weight again. Shane will walk up here with confidence and try and replicate his efforts. A couple of comments coming through about how quick Mac is on the mat. He certainly doesn't muck around. We noticed that earlier. Now, has Shane come up with something similar?
He's trying to be, but not quite.
It's not without use.
No. It'll make him think about it. Turning on the bowl on the backhand might be a bigger target than a jack.
The only difference with that is he just can't afford to play big there, because the yellow through to David Ferguson's back one's an ugly result for New South Wales, so they won't be going big.
No, we're talking about a metre or so.
Yeah,
I would think. Maybe similar to his last one, that was on the other hand. Okay, so how much weight has he got? He's got about that metre. Is he going to... Just enough?
Tell you what, that's a great shot.
Just enough.
That is a great shot. One it is to New South Wales. They lead at 13 shots to 5. Well, Pete, that next forecast has come in.
Yep.
Wind's becoming light in the late evening.
Late evening? How late's late?
So, well, that then becomes the debate, is when does the evening start and finish?
Late evening indicates about 10 o'clock.
Well, we know the intention is for the wind to become light, so we'll barrack for that. But we are right on the coast. You know, we are just a couple of minutes from the beach. So if there's any breeze there, we certainly will be getting it. So an 8-shot lead, 6 ends to play here in favour of New South Wales. Now, as I just look across, WA and NT, well, that margin has been halved by the NT. 12-8 now the lead to WA after 9 ends. They've had WA's had 2 close games already. They've had a draw and a 1-shot loss.
So not a lot of shots up there.
A draw and a 1-shot loss. There's actually no shots up, Pete.
Then
it's 1 shot down.
Then technically I am correct.
Great effort there.
2 good starts. Donaldson trying to hold up. He's just trying to slip underneath. The wind tried to hold it. Still 2 really good shots in the head. Both about 1.5 foot jack high. What's Harvey done? Is he going to hold? Yes, he will. Great shots. 4 really good leaders bowls.
The men's Section 2 matches. Tasmania leading SA, as we've got weight being
big
played
weight
here.
For Mathew.
No connection.
Well underneath.
Tasmania leading SA 11 shots to 4 after 8 ends. So that's an interesting one. And Queensland, who are on 2 wins already, are leading Victoria 10 shots to 6. So obviously if Queensland win that, they go through and play for the gold. Tasmania are repairing their margin a little with a 7-shot lead against South Australia. They're on minus 11 coming in, Tasmania, but if they continue to move that margin out, they actually could sneak into a bronze medal match tonight. So keep an eye on those matches.
Change of plan with Mathew Pietersen back to a draw. He's just got to run it out because his line is pretty good, and he hasn't got the weight.
In the women's essential playoff in Section 2, WA playing Victoria. The winner of that goes into the gold medal match. The loser goes into the bronze medal match. It's 7-all after 8 ends.
Oh, nothing in it.
And as we mentioned earlier, Queensland have hit the front against the New South Wales combination. 11 shots to 7 there. ACT leading South Australia 8 shots to 6, right next door to where we are. So there you go. You are completely up to date with all of the scores that are happening in this round of matches.
So a bit of decision making here. That backhand looks a bit blocked, so it'll be forehand. Suspect there should be some. Whoa, here we go. Split screen. Oh, it's gone. Clive was looking the other direction. He saw nothing. I saw it. It was not gonna quite get down, so
Michael McQueen. Playing down into the shadows, in through the shadows.
he gets on with his own
well
once.
here. That's very good, and falls in.
Falls in helps. Still a bit of a V going on there.
It is now. Yep.
Would have liked to have hidden it a bit more.
This won't be short.
No, David looks very excited.
Solid weight up here again. He's going to need this to start getting down.
Looks a bit high.
Yep.
So you want to maybe repair this a little bit here.
Yeah, well, I think the call was to not to be doing that, though, wasn't it? Wasn't it outside to the outside bowls?
Oh, he hasn't.
He wants it to stop. He wants it to stop any time now. It's going to drop across. So,
well, let's get him
an inviting target for Ben Twist now to work down into.
Yes. He does have 2 thirds or fourths.
Any edges off those front bowls. An outside edge on the one on the line or an inside edge on the one on the outside is going to be movement of Jack. And you see Ben Twist on the mat and what he's looking at. Searching weight. It's starting to break. And he has got this. Great shot.
Got a little bit unlucky because his bowl didn't get through.
Just got a little bit caught up.
So, don't want to be 2. No, there's a lot of room.
Shane's got 2 attempts at drawing this. Obviously, Ben Twist with just the one left. So the first thing he has to do here, he needs to just. He can't. I don't know whether he want to go right for shot. He needs to cut out one.
Yep, needs to beat the front 2.
And then if it does trickle up and get shot, well, that's fine.
Might only be 1 anyway. It's hard to tell with those other 2.
Yeah.
Well, certainly past the front 2.
So he's taken those out of the equation. Now, how far has he run? Not far off shot.
No, not far at all.
One down is the signal from David Ferguson. done very well there. Shane Murton. Now Ben Twist with his final bowl of the end. Shane still has one to play. And this looks underdone for weight. So Shane with a chance now to cut into this lead. ACT trail by 8. 5 more ends to play after this. A chance to grab a couple, we think. Doesn't need to change a lot. His weight was good with his last.
Yep.
Perhaps find a slightly wider line. I don't think off centre is the call immediately from Shane. And he's correct. Yep, no thought of a measure. That is one shot to the ACT, and it is now a 13-6 lead to New South Wales with 5 ends to play. Don't forget, we will have the women's fours final for you tonight. It is time for a 6:15 start. Probably quite likely to be around about that time. I don't think we'll be getting the opportunity to go any earlier than that. So make sure whatever you're doing after this, you just get off and get done, and then join us right back here for another thrilling night where we decide another set of medals and get warmed up for tomorrow's singles action to complete the Nationals 2023. And those Nationals brought to you very proudly by Tourism Western Australia. The Department of Local Government, Sport and Cultural Industries, Laurie West, and the wonderful city of Joondalup. Correction to make. Definitely got more weight, but is it enough weight? The answer is no.
No, it needs a bit. Same amount again.
David Baker saying, I need to know from the commentators that Mitch got a pay rise, and who will run second to the Sainters? Well, in fairness, it was Troy that approved the pay rise yesterday.
Did he?
Yes.
I missed that.
I missed that too.
Troy's not here today.
No, so that's rescinded. I don't think anyone's finishing second to the Saints.
Don't you?
Well, depending on what is he talking about, these Saints?
I would expect
St John Saints, or is he
Yeah.
talking about St Kilda?
No, he's talking about the St John's Saints.
I don't know. I suppose he is in Northern Territory, now Queensland. We definitely don't know that answer.
Not yet. Well, Mac has got, in fairness to Mac there, he's got absolutely smashed by the breeze on that one.
Yes, he definitely did. Just slide through for second.
Threatened to fall back in, which would have made things potentially very interesting, but just held up.
length into the breeze has caught them out a little bit.
Michael McQueen now makes his way down to try and add another for the ACT. This looks to be tight. Such a tough ask to be consistent up into this breeze. Just when you think you've figured it out,
Yes.
it's there to trip you up again. Now, Michael's found a better line here. And this is in the area.
Down to this yellow
Gets
one.
the yellow, just on the outside. Just that extra bit of weight that he found as well just held him up. So both agreeing that the easier shot is to play a bit of weight through this. And it's just held its line. Another one across into... Just that, you feel that breeze and you don't want to throw it out.
No.
And yet that turn is there.
Into the pack, but the white one is coming. So it just needs to slide around.
So just having a look at the pattern.
Sorry, just looking for the yellow one here as it goes away. Go for the pattern.
Just having a look at the pattern of the match. ACT haven't won an end in this direction.
Okay.
And
They might not have won one yet either. That's going to be...
well, that is unfortunate.
And
They've won 4 out of the 5 going downwind, but they haven't won an end coming into the wind. And while sometimes you say, well, is there anything in that? When you've got an extremely windy, into the wind end of the green, well, clearly there is something in that, and just haven't quite come to terms with into the breeze.
still looking to make some contact in there. Sit the pink, grab the jack.
Played this well. That's a great shot. He's unlucky not to get a better result, but he's played it great.
Let's see, is it 1-1 or 1-2?
Any piece of the jack there, and that was 3. A good look at this measure, and 2 confirmed. So great shot there from Ben Twist. And continues the run in that direction, albeit perhaps a little unlucky for the ACT on that end, pumping up a bowl when they did have the shot. 15-6 the lead to New South Wales, 4 ends to play. WA 13-8 in front over the NT. That's the other game in this section. So at the moment, WA would have a hold on a bronze medal match position. And What's happening between Queensland and New South Wales? Pete, 13-9?
13-9, yeah, it's just sticking around that 4.
In favour of Queensland. Well,
Four ends to play.
That'll get Queensland into a bronze medal match at the moment. New South Wales would still play for gold, and Queensland need a few numbers over there if they're going to turn that around. Not out of reach. I mean, what are four ends left over there, and they're about 6 shots from where they need to be. So it's possible.
For Harvey to jump on this, ditch the ditch again. That's not bad, is it? Pretty good.
Pretty handy start.
Again here. 2 really good shots there.
He's done that a couple of times in this direction, put a couple of nice ones in there. He's certainly a bit more comfortable this way, and it certainly can feel that way. You're on the mat with the breeze coming over your shoulder. It's definitely a more comfortable feeling. Not quite going to get there with this one for Matt Pietersen. So an opportunity now for the ACT. They trail by 9. 4 ends to play. If they can bridge the deficit, they can potentially still get to a bronze medal match tonight.
Yeah, they've still got plenty to play for.
But they've got to at least halve this deficit to make it more of a challenge for WA over there against the NT.
Up again. We're not into the late evening yet.
Certainly not. Matt Pietersen, fair effort. Just misses on the inside, but could be a handy land for now. Particularly if Mac draws another close bowl here, then those bowls behind the jack suddenly become very useful. Pete, with this wind, what do you think the difference is in terms of pace, downwind to upwind? It would have to be in the region of 2 or 3 seconds pace on the green at least.
I would think so, at least.
Yeah.
At least. There have been quieter periods, but generally it's been a fair bit like it is right now, more than not, so it'd be at least, I think it'd be at least 3 seconds.
Finding a way underneath, not quite.
Cooler that he's probably got second shot there.
Second shot or third shot?
I thought Ben said 1 down.
Wow.
I thought he did, but could be wrong. So that white one behind does look closer. So maybe it was cut 1 out more so than 1.
surely.
Yep, okay, there you go.
Yep.
It might have been cut one out.
I think that is what you heard. Yep.
Yep.
You're seeing the wind affect the decision making here. That's what's happening. That's why there was a discussion there. What's the easiest shot to play? Is
just
what they're
lose
trying to
confidence
figure
in
out.
some shots.
Yeah.
Don't you? It might look the best shot, but it's not that easy. Just lost the line here, I think. David, will it hang around enough to help? Hasn't got the weight or the line, so
Fergo heading down with a frustrated smile on his face. In terms of trying to pick the wind.
yeah, it's a frustrated smile when you're 15-6 in front.
Yeah, yep.
It's the ACT, it's not so smiley, it's just frustration.
Yes. It still looks like 3. Not quite sure where that last bowl of David Ferguson fits into the equation.
No.
Ben Twist reaching here. I think he is. Yes, he is. He's playing some weight. Try and get some things moving. Well, he's got the shot bowl out of there.
So he's got the close one.
Well, we know it's still at least 1 to the ACT. Could be 2.
Could still be 2. But
Wonder
Shane
whether-
really does need to capitalise on it.
Yeah,
He does need to put
absolutely.
another close one here.
And he's got a path in there to do that.
As you say, even just to cut the margin down. Even
Yeah,
if
well,
they don't win it, just
13-9 in the WANT match at the moment, so the margin is there to cut back to 3 or 4 shots and make it really interesting in terms of who gets to play tonight for a bronze. This is right in the area. He's played this really well.
so back to the 2 or 3. Interesting call. It's basically bare jack is what they're looking for.
And to no avail.
So, same as the last bowl. Shane really needs to take advantage of this.
WA leading at 10-7 after 10 ends against Victoria in the women's 4s. That's essentially a playoff to make a gold medal match. And Dave Rankin of Perth Pennants will enjoy that scoreline. 10-7. He loves the 10-7 scoreline.
I don't know about the line will be good enough. He's only going to get past the front to be a chance, but it's probably more so the weight.
So we'll find out whether that front one is in that front white bowl, and I think the confirmation was that it is. So we'll just wait for those 3. I think it was 3. We'll just wait for that to go on the scoreboard. 3 it is. So 15-9. A 6-shot difference here. A 4-shot difference next door. Still has WA leapfrogging the ACT for a bronze medal opportunity tonight. However, there's not much in that. There's only a 2-shot difference between that happening. So
one
those
up,
next
one
few
down.
ends could make a big difference. Still plenty of time on the clock. We've got about 35 minutes left on the clock, so don't think we'll be troubling the time limit, knowing that you only have to have started that last end for it to be completed. And as I say that, we've got an umpire coming out to check the length. And might we say, Lisa Featherby, one of WA's
best
state
ladies.
representatives.
Played her 100th game in the series. There's no one more passionate about bowls than Lisa Featherby.
And
it is short.
Michael determines that is short, so you said the sheepish Craig Donaldson pick up. He has had back trouble today.
Matt Pietersen's left him in the lurch.
Yes.
Do it yourself, buddy. About 3/4 length. Maybe a touch shorter than 3/4.
Well, that's a cracking start from Harvey. Very happy with that. Jack has landed smack bang in the middle of a shadow of one of our signs on the side. And a decent reply there from Pixie as well. There lies the challenge. You nail it with one, can you do it with two?
Just lay off it, you're in trouble.
A similar result for Craig Donaldson as well, just drops across the front as well. Well, the ACT hold one at the moment. They need to put another one in there to try and bridge this gap. Because these next few ends are going to determine whether they're playing for a medal or not. In fact, they're still within range of winning the match. I mean, 6 shots in 3 ends.
Yeah.
Certainly not impossible.
A couple here.
6 shots would get them to a drawn result as this one passes through the gap. A drawn result's no good for the ACT, but it would get them to safety in terms of playing for bronze.
Yep. It's a better bowl. Slides around the back. Counts. And he's in perfect position.
Yeah, that's a really... I think perfection sums that up. That's perfect covering the trail. And it does make for 2 shots. I think Mitch might need to put the camera on himself shortly.
Yeah.
Because really...
We've got a bit of sun behind us and it's clearly interfering with his screens. It's a bit like Mary Poppins at the moment, trying to get the umbrella up.
Mitch, while they change over, swing that camera around and let's have a look at your setup at the moment.
There he is, Mary Poppins. He's got the umbrella, he's got the hoodie, he's got everything.
Alright, this is just going to drop under. Again, we see that the trust of we haven't actually seen a lot of bowls get stuck out
No.
wide on that hand.
No.
And yet we've seen a lot just drop under to that line. I think this might be similar.
And probably more of a weight issue, but
Still looking to go, wasn't it? So there is a line around that where that last bowl has finished. It's a matter of trusting.
it's out a bit further.
Oh, this is out. This should be on a good line. Back it comes.
It'll come back late.
That's well played. I think that will have done enough to count.
That counts,
As
definitely.
we look at it on the green. Suddenly there's a challenge coming from the ACT team here. This is also going to drop across.
Trying to find the camera angle with no one in the way and couldn't find one.
So it looks like 3 shots at the moment to the ACT. Shane with a chance to add another. Needs to make sure he gets out to the line here because there's nothing for running into that New South Wales bowl that's on the line. Must push it out to the line. Well, I don't know that he has.
It's in dangerous territory. Hasn't got the weight.
It may have saved him.
He's already
That was going to be very close to the New South Wales bowl with weight to draw.
He's already done that once at least.
With it being up on its edge too, it's not going to take a lot to bring that right up into the head.
Ben's the same. Probably that New South Wales bowl is 4 feet in front, so he's going to have to be going reasonable pace to get it far enough. So if Ben's drawing, he needs to be around it.
And just say the big difference is it's up on its edge, so it will go further. When
Ben's
it's
out
flat, takes a little bit more to get him going. And he certainly is out there. Well, that's a really great effort. Hasn't fallen in. We just
No.
can't quite see where it is in relation to the white bowl. I think the white bowl's still comfortably inside it.
there. Still certainly 2. Probably
Now,
3.
that's a wider line for Shane Murton. Has he overdone the weight? Oh, he's pretty close.
Close, isn't he?
Oh, that'll do, I think.
And it's quite handy
Wow.
in front. It's just that little bit of protection.
4 shots at the moment, we think.
Will we see Ben draw or maybe just hunt up a little bit?
Again, that in-between weight is the hard weight to play. You can very easily find yourself under the line and ripping away. This is big in the scheme of things right now.
Okay, so it's definitely a draw.
He's still holding out.
Yeah, it's a big...
Well, he's got back to the edge and, well, he's fallen out. So it's a big save.
Big save.
There again, trusting that line out there, and it is 1 to ACT. Yep. So 5 shots the difference now, with 2 ends to play. WA has scored a 3 against the NT, so they lead at 16-9. So it puts a bit of a, it does put a little bit of more of a gap in it. Would take at this point it would take WA to +6 and ACT would go down to +2. So 4 shots the difference as the scores currently sit. The match between WA and Victoria in the women's fours is locked away at 10 shots apiece after 12 ends. The winner of that one plays for gold. If it is a draw, WA would have the upper hand. Queensland leading New South Wales 14-11 in the women's fours. So that looks like it's going the way that New South Wales needs it to. They don't need to win. the New South Wales team. They just need to keep it reasonably close.
Yep. 2 ends to play in that one.
And it's an 11-8 lead to the ACT over South Australia. So it does appear that New South Wales and Queensland will be taking the medal positions there, and Queensland need a couple of big scores if they want to play for gold.
Well, if leaders have started in the ditch, both leaders, bang bang, because the mat is up. Jack is on the tee, so Breeze behind them. I'm not sure this is staying on by a long way either. It's not staying on at all.
So who's got the shot at the moment, Pete?
Nil draw.
Can we have a close-up of the shot bowl, please, Mitch?
Yes. Create some magic. Here we go. This is the shot bowl.
Definitely.
Let's keep it on your chance. So it's about a metre short.
Mac is certainly
So
not going in the
The
ditch.
question is, have they scared everybody else now?
Well, it appears so. That was a big save from Ben Twist on that previous end.
Huge.
And not the easiest way to do it either. That bowl may be a bowl that gets them to a gold medal match, because a score of 4 to the ACT would have made things very interesting over the last couple of ends here. This is a good shot. This is a great shot. Matt Pietersen.
Bowls away. They're getting faster. Don't think this one might not be getting much faster, but still got a lot to push. Second shot.
Eagles just drawn a toucher over there against the NT, so WA holding shot over there.
It just slides on past and not stopping. It's not going to take a lot of kicking these bowls.
No, one racing into the ditch for Michael. I asked earlier about the different pace of the green in the different directions. I think this is giving us an answer to that. It is clearly much quicker down breeze, and we knew that. But
it's a nice short end as well. It just makes it worse.
Asking for trouble playing such a short end with the breeze. Now the challenge is not to overdo the correction.
I think he has. A bit of movement behind the mat, Jack.
There wasn't a immediate apology.
Yeah, no.
Does this one get past? I don't think so.
Either. Fighting its way through the shadows. Fortunately turned the wrong one, so that'll be 2 to New South Wales at the moment. There's opened the gate on the forehand if Ben wants to take it.
While Ben makes up his mind there, Victoria has hit the front against Queensland, leading 14-13 after 14 ends, but still looks like Queensland would be safe into the gold medal match. As Tasmania leading South Australia 15 shots to 6. If it stays that way, Victoria will actually move their way up into the bronze medal match position. So still a bit to play out over the last few ends here. As the sun starts to say goodbye for the day.
Bowl
Settling
here.
for what feels like it might be a cool evening again.
Big bowl for Shane. He needs to get the shot.
WA's scored more over there, Pete. Yeah, 19-9 now with 2 ends to play. So WA has put the foot down.
Yeah, so ACT do need to win this if they want to play in a medal game. Trying to get both bowls, and maybe the jack as well.
Outside it.
Outside, so currently I think it's 2. Just good. David showing no faith in Ben of not hitting that outside pink one. 4 feet. And Ben has said, I can draw the shot.
Does need to stop. It gets away late. I'm not sure that's counted.
Don't think it has.
2 removed.
Discussion going on. Not a lot of movement.
A lot of looking.
Yeah. Matthew Pietersen must be the eyes of the team.
So 17-10 is the scoreline. New South Wales leads the ACT. We have seen a 7
We've seen
today,
a 7 today.
and it probably, in fairness, probably should have been 8. And I think Kylie would admit that she would have expected to draw the last. But 8 is required for ACT if they... actually, no. 7 is required if they want to play for a medal. 8 is required if they want to play for gold.
Medal. So they have gone ditch to ditch, so you never know. Ditch to ditch, pushing into the breeze. 36 metres, anything can happen. This one will help a fair bit. It's going to drop up a couple of feet short, but it's pretty good for this distance. Harvey with a really good start. Keeps the dream alive.
Looks like Victoria won the previous end over there. I'm just waiting for a score update to come through. They did. Victoria now leading 12-10 against WA after 13 ends. That is essentially a race for a gold medal match. So Kylie Whitehead leading Lara Butler 12-10. Whoever wins that match plays for gold. The loser will play for bronze. And if it's a draw, we'll just confirm, but I'm sure WA are in front on shots. Yes, WA well in front on shots. So the draw favours the West.
So Harvey needs to keep pushing up here. Has he done enough? Oh, can't afford those, unfortunately.
given the fact we're playing our final end, we were probably not going to be on air when that
No.
women's fours match finishes. They are on the other green, so we can't get pictures of that. We'll encourage you to go to the results portal, go to the women's fours. If you're following that match, click on live, just scroll down, and the live scores are right there for you as the scoreboard attendant on the rink puts them in.
They're on a similar number of bowls per end, so I don't know how many ends they'd have to go. Maybe a couple more over there.
Two ends to go
more?
over there.
This is the
Yep.
second last, is it? Just not pushing. Hard to get 7 now. Mathew Pietersen. It's just another one in the area. It's about 4 foot short, but beats 2 of the ACT bowls, which is all they need to do.
Yep, nothing particularly special required here for New South Wales.
It's a better one.
Well, Pat, I was just going to say that don't know that it gets more difficult than ditch to ditch on an international sized green into a howling breeze straight up and down the green.
Yeah.
The only saving grace is the green's actually running quite nicely,
It's
so
running
it gives you a bit of help.
Yes. It's giving you a chance. It's not blowing your arm out. So. But it is hard to get close.
It's not going to get there, so there's still another one around the place for New South Wales, which is all they need. It doesn't look like there's any interest in trying to kill the end by ACT. Right now they're 9 shots behind WA in terms of bridging that gap, so I mean really trying to kill the end as it's set up is pretty difficult with about 5 bowls blocking it.
You're looking for an edge, that's for sure.
Yeah. Still, I guess once you know you're not going to get 7, you wouldn't blame them for trying to kill the end.
Not that it matters in the scheme of things, but Queensland have defeated New South Wales in the ladies' fours over there.
Well, it does matter slightly
for
because
Queensland.
it means that Queensland are definitely in the bronze. There's nothing else that can happen there, although they were pretty safe anyway.
So 16-13 to Queensland. Not exactly sure what they're trying to play here, but they're playing through the David Ferguson bowl there on the side. Well, just got their own, really. So, still 1 to the ACT. Ben Twist bowl is already on its way. He was mucking around. Unless he's trying to kill it, this will be the last bowl of the end. Last bowl of the game, and outside. So that'll be 1 to the ACT to finish it off. Just waiting for the official scoreboard.
Okay, they are shaking hands, and
suspect it'll be 17-11, although they're not giving anything away.
yeah,
at the
we won't
moment.
worry too much about that.
It's not
But,
really matter.
that is a win to New South Wales, so they will play for gold. Now WA has gone to 20 shots to 9, so they are far enough now in front that can't change. So WA will play for bronze tonight. Now in the other section, I'm just having a look at this because Victoria has defeated Queensland. Queensland are safe. They will play for gold. So our gold medal match in the men's fours will be Queensland versus New South Wales. The bronze medal position at the moment, Victoria are in that spot. But South Australia and Tasmania are playing the final end.
They've finished, so there'll be an update very shortly.
We may have an update then. That has finished. Tasmania has won that match 15-11, so that means Victoria will play for bronze. So it'll be WA and Victoria playing for bronze.
South Australia coming back, but all too late.
Yep. So gold medal matches: men, New South Wales, Queensland; men's bronze, WA versus Victoria. And in the women's competition, New South Wales will play for gold, Queensland will play for bronze, and we still have that WA versus Victoria match to finish. They are playing
the last bowl of that end. So
still playing the second last end. So we might see if we can just hold on and give you the result of that.
But that'll be the end of it. But the plane.
That'll be the end of our coverage.
Yes, sorry, end of coverage. Believe she's down.
Right, so that bowl is on its way. It is a green and a half away from us.
It is. Somebody going on body language.
Yes.
And calling, and she was definitely called to play through the head.
She's passed through the head there, so we'll just get that score update as it happens now. Looks like it was quite. I thought there was 2 or 3 fingers I saw held up.
There was multiple.
So I'll just get that scoreline for you. Of course, while I'm doing that, big thank you to Tourism Western Australia, the Department of Sport, Local Government, Sport and Cultural Industries, of course, and the City of Joondalup for their help in bringing us the Nationals 2023. I'm madly refreshing to get that score. I'm sure it'll be going into the system as we speak.
Finals will be in approximately 50 minutes-ish.
Yeah,
45?
so scheduled for 6:15. I think we'll go on about that time. I don't think they'll push them any earlier.
Players want to get a little bit of dinner before they go on.
And there is the score. It is 14-10 at the moment to Victoria as they enter the final end. So WA will need to score 4 shots if they wish to play for gold. They will play for bronze if they can't achieve that 4 shots. So that is going to conclude our coverage for now. But as we said, 6:15 is the scheduled start time, Western Standard Time, for another big finals night here. Our second last finals night is coming up, and we'll catch you back here at Joondalup for that very shortly.